Playdates can be very stressful, but they are a great way to build social communication skills. And if you host the playdate, you have a measure of control over what's going to happen and the things that your child is going to be doing. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you some tips for planning ahead so that you can host a great playdate. I'm Linda Phillips, speech and language therapist and founder of Parenting Autism, where we teach parents key skills to help improve children's communication and social interaction skills. Someone wise once said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's certainly the case for autistic children and playdates. With neurotypical children, you can simply place them in the same space, and because they have the adequate social wiring, they can go ahead and play. But autistic children do need support in this area. Social interaction is a key difficulty for them, so it helps to plan ahead and to give them the skills that they need to manage that play date. So what are the things that you need to think about? First of all, the who. Who are you going to invite? Sometimes children really struggle with same age peers, so what can work really well is to invite an older child around, or you might want to have a younger child. You can always ask the nursery teacher or the school teacher, is there someone at school who my child really enjoys playing with, and choose that person as well. I would suggest that you stick to one person rather than a group, because groups are much more difficult to manage from a social perspective. So if you're in the early stages of your play dates, I would suggest just inviting one person over. The next thing is to pre-learn some of the skills that your child's going to need. So think about some games that your child can play, and then play those games with your child so they know the rules. So perhaps it's hide and seek or catch. Do it with your child so that they are quite confident when it comes to repeating those with another person. I would also suggest that you vary the rules and you vary the way that you do it, because sometimes autistic children get very stuck on the rules, and then when they try to play it with their peers and the peers don't do it the same way, they can get very upset. You'll also want to think about the kind of games that you're going to bring in. Try to bring games that have an element of structure, some semi-structured games. So not something that's completely open, because that's much more difficult to manage from the child's point of view, but something that is clear, the expectations are clear. So this would be things like you might choose to ice cookies, or hide and seek is a good one. The rules are really clear there. Or catch is a good one. Very clear what's expected. I have a turn and then you have a turn. I would also suggest that you teach your child some scripts. Scripts are little verbal routines that they have that they can use for managing different situations, particularly transition points, which can be tricky. So teach your child to make suggestions. Let's play with the blocks. Teach your child to refuse. No, I don't want to play with ball right now. And teach your child to end the game. I'm tired of playing hide and seek, let's do pictures. So that your child has the ability, if they have the language for it of course, to manage those different situations. The next thing I would suggest is to watch the timing. I would keep the play date on the shorter side. Ask the other parent to come at a specific time rather than let it run too long, because your child may well find it tiring and a little bit stressful. So rather cut it at the point where they are still happy and enjoying themselves. And then lastly, from the point of view of how much do you get involved, you'll probably be needed to get things started, to facilitate the starting of some games, and you'll certainly be needed if things go wrong and you need to sort out a problem. But if you can, step back and allow your child the space to play with that child and to learn some of the skills that are required for interacting with a peer group. So there you have it, some ways to plan ahead so that you can have a successful play date for your child. Thank you for watching this video. Now please would you tell us in the comments things that you've done that are really great for playdates. And if you found this video useful, can I ask you a favor? Would you share it on your social media so that other parents can hear this message? And to thank you for doing that, I'd like to give you a free gift, which you can claim at www.parentingautismcoach.com.